Hey everyone, Tia and Eagle, welcome back. This is episode 12 of our Road to Glory career mode with FC Schalke. And in this episode, guys, the transfer window is open. So we're going to do a little moving and shaking and see what we can do for the last few games remaining in our career for FIFA 14, believe it or not. So Maximilian Meyer, we had put him up for loan. And typically, obviously, if this were a series that was going to be continued, I would actually probably still do the same thing just so he can go somewhere, play, and probably grow a little bit faster than what he would do sitting on the bench for us. So we'll send him out for loan, and then we'll have a few other things coming up as well. One being Marco Hoger, and just looking at kind of what he was worth, what we were offered. I was a little undecided on him, so kind of wait and see. But we'll move some people around. I know Tchaikovsky and Dali Menga, they both were kind of unhappy about their playing time since I had brought them on, and I didn't pay much for them, so that may be something that I look at as well. Guys, if you're enjoying this series and enjoying the video, please remember to drop a like, please comment, please subscribe. It will help me. But moving forward, we are going after Hatim Ben Arfa. Jefferson Farfan we have on the right side, who's been great for us. I just want to play with Ben Arfa. He was actually one of my favorite players in FIFA 13. I didn't play with him quite as much this year as I did the previous year, but he's still one of my favorite players. I'm like, I'll bring him in and see what we can do with him. And we'll put Jefferson Farfan up for sale as well. After thinking a little bit more about Marco Hoger, I'm like, I'll just keep him. Papadopoulos, if you remember early on in season one, he kept waffling back and forth, like, oh, I want to stay, oh, I want to go. And then he started doing the same thing this year. So I'm like, all right, buddy, done with you. And again, if this series were to be continued further on, FIFA 15 weren't coming out in a few weeks, he would be someone that I would definitely keep. But at this point, I don't know, he's just getting on my nerves. So I've gone out, I've looked at a couple of strikers that I had in mind. I looked at Emmanuel Mayuka, also looked at Romelu Lukaku, just some of the younger striker guys. And I do have Malapa. He's okay. He's not great. He's okay. If I had to do it all again, I probably would not have signed Malapa. But we'll just have to wait and see. But we're getting an email back about Ben Arfa. And 12.5, it's obviously his going rate right now, and what his value is. So looking at that, I'm like, okay, I know he's got the 5-star skills and Ultimate Team. I did just want to go and check because sometimes in head-to-head and career mode, it's not the same. And I haven't really played much career mode other than before I started the series. So I did kind of go in and check on that. And then my thinking was on this, I could go. Probably get him about $1 million cheaper. And I was like, well, I know that Dali Menga wants to leave, and I think I paid $1 million for him, so his value is at 1.1. That would put us at about 11.6, which I think is probably right on par with what I wanted to offer anyway. So I'll go ahead and make that offer to them, and hopefully we can hear something back and maybe bring on Hatim Ben Arfa, who I think would be a really good compliment to both Griezmann on the left side, but also Julian Draxler in the middle. Heung-min Son, he's like, I'm awesome. I need more money. Okay, buddy, we'll look at that. Julian Draxler, no, you can't have him. But it was kind of cool to see his value, and then also what he is worth on the current market, and it is a lot. So I think it was 44 was the high point there. But going into Heung-min Son, I do enjoy playing with him. He's at 12 goals, 25 appearances, but a lot of that's just on me as far as being able to create and get him more opportunities. But he is definitely worth it, and he'll be one of the guys I'll look at early in career mode in FIFA 15 to see if he is still quite as effective as he is in FIFA 14 career mode. So we'll definitely keep that in mind as well. We did get an offer for Adam Shalai, and he is one I'd put up and on the market. So I'm just going in, looking at his value, what they offered. He's very unhappy, obviously, because he doesn't get to play. So I'll go ahead and a little bit less than his value. His value is $8 million, but I'll go ahead and put in a counter offer for $7.5 million, and we'll see what we can get with him. So moving forward, again, this transfer window, what I'd like to do once we get enough participation and enough views and everything, I'll start doing these on Twitch in FIFA 15. So we'll be live streaming the transfer window, and those obviously that can't make it, I'll still also put it on the YouTube channel. But it might be something fun to do and just a little more interactive with you viewers and subscribers once I start doing that on Twitch. So once that number grows, then we'll start looking at that and do that for FIFA 15. So we will go ahead and accept the offer for Shalai, and he is now out the door as well. So we're kind of getting rid of some guys. Again, I think we had, I want to say 12 games maybe left. I'm not exactly sure. Alexandra Pato, I had put him on a short list, I think in the very first transfer window. So it wasn't really something I was looking at. But the important news that we get back from Newcastle was that they did accept the offer for Hatim Ben Arfa, which is pretty exciting. So we'll be able to plug him right into the starting lineup, and we'll be able to see what we can do with him. It's just fun to play with the 5-star skillers, and I mean, I'm by no means the best skiller out there, but yeah, I can do just about all of them. It's just a matter of do my fingers cooperate with my brain when I try to do them. But they are fun to play with, and more importantly, even without the skilling, most of the time the 5-star skillers are going to have really, really good dribbling and really, really good ball control. So even if you're not a skiller, those two attributes are still very important when it comes to playing on career mode. Obviously, I mean, it's just sometimes it's a struggle as far as being able to control the ball with these guys in their first touches, depending on what their rating is. So, just kind of backtracking, Ben Arfa is one of those guys that will have exceptional ball control and dribbling. So, and especially for the price, I'm not saying there's not better people out there, but for the price, I mean, it's pretty good. He's 27 years old, so again, if this series going forward, I've said it a bunch of times already, we're going to make different decisions. But with FIFA 15 coming out, we'll just kind of continue on as if this is our last season. We'll just say we're going to retire as a manager or something after the season. But we are going to jump in now to a Bundesliga game, and this one will be against Augsburg. And I did just want to go in and make sure that we had the correct people in there. Obviously, Farfan is still in there. I'm still waiting to hear back on a transfer offer for Jefferson Farfan. So I did go ahead and put Hatim Ben Arfa in, and hopefully we can get him going pretty early in his career with FC Schalke. So we'll jump into the game, guys, and here early on in the game in the 7th minute, I get a little lucky and keep the ball there, but Julian Draxler was just a rocket right there, and he had a defender closing on him really quickly, but he was able to get that out. And you can see, like I said, a little bit fortunate, but look at that shot. That's awesome right there, and that's why we love Julian Draxler. And then that was really it for the first half. But here in the second half, Julian Draxler, he fights it through and is able to kind of squirt that one under the keeper. And that is, again, a very nice goal by Julian Draxler. So he does pick up the brace for us in the 70th minute. And you can see the defender kind of grabbing on, pulling on his shirt, but he wasn't able to keep him back, and he was able to score. So we will end that game there, and that is a 2-0 victory for us, which, again, at this point in the league table, every win is crucial. Every point is crucial. So pretty happy to get out of there in the rain with a 2-0 victory in that game against Augsburg. So next episode, guys, the transfer window is still going to be open. We're still moving and shaking and seeing what we can create and who we can bring in. We'll talk to you next time. Have a good one. Series on Madden Ultimate Team and stuff like that. So we'll just start quickly in this game with the Ultimate Team. Now I did download the trial, which you got 6 hours of gameplay on the trial. So I downloaded that, and I did a few of the I don't even know what you call them. I guess drills or whatever it was to get some of the